Cedar Rapids City officials right now are asking the public for input on the city's proposed flood control system.
City engineers, along with the mayor and city council members, are listening to people's opinions and concerns about where the proposed flood walls on either side of the Cedar River will go. CBS 2 News reporter Marissa Scott joins us live from an informational meeting with what one historian says is his main focus. Marissa.
Scott and Tiffany, historian Mark Stover Hunter says he's hopeful that the city will consider saving several riverfront properties on the west side of the Cedar River. He says it's important for people to voice their opinion onto holding just a little more of our city's history.
Everything shut down. We just lost power and gas.
Since the flood of 2008, Cedar Rapids historian Mark Stover Hunter says saving pieces of this city's history has been a slow process.
We've lost so much of the historic buildings and houses.
In fact, more than 1,400 homes or buildings have been destroyed. The proposed flood control system puts another 20 buildings at risk on the west side of the Cedar River. 3 of those are historical landmarks.
It virtually goes from the southern end of Ellis Park all the way to through Time Check.
One of those buildings at risk is this one. The Hubbard Ice Building holds 22 businesses. So if the flood wall ends up going where it's proposed, it would put this building between the wall and river.
What we have been told that if you remain on the wet side, the flood insurance rates are going to skyrocket.
Which means Olson, along with 7 other property owners, have to decide if they'll save it, like they've done before, or sell it.
We're going to talk about it and probably make that decision finally in, once the flood wall alignment is voted.
He says they would lose money either way because rates would go up, so revenue would drop. If they sell, they'll get less money in return. It's still unclear if this building and a few others will make the cut.
Every piece of historic building like this just tells another important story of the history of Cedar Rapids. And the more of that you lose, the more you lose of your sense of identity and community for Cedar Rapids.
Stover Hunter says every year they've been able to save more historical buildings like Smoolikos. If you would want to voice your opinion, the information session ends at 7. Covering the corridor in Cedar Rapids, Marissa Scott, CBS 2 News.